Hi. It's cold. Guess what we're working on? That. Today we're working on the big block. Not that big block. Hit it! Alright, so this is an Edlebrock 1407 750. My 454 on my C10 has a 600 CFM Holley Street Dominator or Street Demon, one of those two, I can't remember. It's a 600 CFM, so it's not good enough for a 454. So, this is what I'm on today. It's cold, and I want to get this over with. Also, I did not think one part through, so we're going to figure that out as we go, and y'all will figure out what I'm talking about. So, let's dive into it. Alright. All these, now, whoops, dropped it. All these on mine take a Torx bit. So, we're going to start by taking all these out. Now, when you take them out, don't lose them. You're going to want to keep up with these. Since I am only going in and doing like a cleaning job and like little stuff here and there, this will not be a full in-depth video. Now, I say that, but knowing me, it's going to be. Sorry, my neighbors like to go shooting. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking I might speed this process up a little bit, because this sucks. Yeah, I'm speeding this up. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, this is a whole lot easier. Now remember the process of which you take these out, because I'm pretty sure some of these might be longer than others. I'm not thinking that on the top though, but I'm thinking some of the other ones further on in. I haven't rebuilt a carburetor in a long time, so it could be a little rusty. Now we're going to go ahead and take these little pins off. Alright. There's a little pin that comes off, it's hard to see, off of this. This is for your choke. You need that to come off. Don't lose it, because you need the choke rod to come off so that the top can come out. Second, there is another one right here. This is for your accelerator pump. That needs to come off as well. And that is so you can take the rod out of your accelerator pump for your pump shop. And don't do what I did, which is almost lose it. Holy crap, that thing went flying. And then you should be able to pop this bad boy out. Yep, just like that. And let me guess, you got one more back here. I know you can't see it, but right here, you got another one. Take your pump shot part off. That one came out by hand. I'm going to set that away. Take that here. Now, another thing you need, and I forgot to take off, and sometimes y'all won't have yours on, is this bad boy right here. This is a 3/4. Now, some people put on different stuff. I'm not one of those people. I like this. because it works. Oh, this is old. I probably need to get a new one of these. The gasket itself is falling apart. I'm sure that's probably not a good thing. Could be a big part of my issue. Now let's see, I should have everything come right off. Should. There we go. So as you can see, this one is old. We're going to set that to the side. Now, I live in Louisiana. Louisiana has pretty shitty laws and parts. But if you see in there, you see all this crap is from bad gas. So I am sure I am getting clogs somewhere, and that would be why this is not working. Good thing is though, the weights on this work. So for one, we're gonna dump this. I'm gonna have to get in there and brush that out, but it's good for now. Okay. Next thing we need, we're going to take out all the pump torque screws. So this is another size. Let's see if these are the same size. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get these out. Now when you take these out, leave them where they are. So leave them in place. They're going to come out, leave them in place, because you don't want to lose these. You are going to have to take off the, it's cold, sorry, the gasket. That's okay, we can get to that later. Take your other one out. Now, I have a habit of where I put or how I take things off, is where I put things. That's just me. You don't have to do that. And your back ones that come off. They can be a little stuck. You can see all the residue on that one. This one's definitely an older carburetor. That I did buy this for 25 bucks at the Pate swap meet in Denton, Texas. It's always at the end of April, in case y'all were wondering. I actually ran into the guy from Gas Monkey Garage there. That dude's a jackass. Me and my old lady were walking over a hill, and boom, there he was. And we're like, oh my god, that's Richard Rawlings. Dude's kind of a dick. Anyway, take that out, put that there. And now you can inspect the inside. And I'm telling you, this one's seen better days. Part of my gasket's still stuck in this one. Gotta remember to get that out. Now, also, these should come out. They're kind of being a little pain in the butt. They are stuck. And your other, for your pump shot, right here, is a different Torx bit. I'm just going to put these inside of the other thing and take these out that way. I'm going to leave it in place. Now, be careful when you take this out that you don't lose. There is a little slug and a ball, so that whenever you pump things, you get your squirt out. And it's a check ball valve. It basically just keeps it from just pouring out. Now, just a little pry there, gets everything loose. Again, keep it intact where you pull it from. If you can go ahead and grab your gasket off, take your gasket off if you can. Now, trash your old gaskets. Do not leave them where you can get these mixed up. You don't want to do that. Oops. Because if you do that, well, you might have to go in and redo all this hard work for nothing. And you can tell this is old and brittle because it breaks. So this has never been rebuilt. This is probably off the shelf just like this. The spring still has a little tension in it. Nope, I dropped my bit in there. Oof. You can actually see all the dirt that fell out of there. This is definitely needed rebuilding for a long time now. Neat. Okay, not gonna lie to you, I don't remember exactly how to take that out. So, we're going to figure that one out from there. I think it's at the bottom. I was wrong. Okay. that's pretty much the disassembly. You're at the bottom of your carburetor. You really do want to get these off if you can, so you can clean in there. Mine are kind of stuck. Also, these are really, really filthy. So there is a couple of more things that we got to take out. I'm getting to that. I'm sorry. Like the needle and seats and the top here. You got one here, one here. And I'm getting to that. I'm sorry. I'll rebuild those when I get to the top. In the meantime, I need to get those out. So remember that ball valve and the slug I said don't lose? Yeah, don't lose those. Oh, ding dong. Let's see. Thought I hit the pause button there. I didn't. So anyway, the check ball and the slug right here in my hand. Since I don't need to use this wrench anymore, I am going to be smart and set them in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is attempt to pop these up. I don't think they're going to work like that. Now, usually you're supposed to be able to just pop these out. I think mine are just in there. So I think I'm just going to leave those be, and I'm just going to clean them up. Let's see. Shut up, dog. Oh god, this thing is filthy. Give y'all an idea how disgusting this thing is. The inside is actually really, really bad. You can see all that dirt. That's basically just dried up gas, and it forms a thin layer of junk that falls apart, gets clogged up, and just doesn't let it run right. Now, I tried this carburetor on my truck before, and it ran, but it didn't want to idle right. It didn't want to run. I tried to get into the secondaries, and it would burble. It just didn't want to do. So, we're hopefully going to solve that issue here. One moment. Hello.
You're going to have to come over here and get it because I have my new house shoes on.
Throw it. It's good enough.
You were supposed to catch it.
Yeah, I was supposed to catch it. She's laughing at me. Okay. So, we bought my kid a new toothbrush. I'm using the old one to clean this thing up. Now, I don't have carb cleaner or anything like that. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm using WD-40. I'm cool with it. Because, well, why not? It's cutting through everything. That's good. Now, truth be told, you don't really want to use WD-40. You want to be able to use carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner. I just happen to, in my knowledge, be out of both. So, I'm working with what I got. Let me tell you, what I got is good enough. And let's be real here. We're not supposed to be perfect here. Because I don't expect to be perfect. Let's see. I generally did think I had some more cleaner stuff here. I didn't think about having to blow this out. I could always use compressed air. So I might do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I ain't got it. Whoops. Anyway, I'm going to clean this up. Do the other side. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect, but I do need to get this out of the lines. So there are a couple of spots that I will have to spray that straw through. And that's just to get basically cleanliness on it. And blow any dirt and grime out of it that could possibly be in there. And judging by the looks of this, there's definitely some in there. So, I'm going to get all this cleaned up. And I'll bring y'all back once it's presentable enough. So I'm sure y'all don't want to sit here and watch me take a child's toothbrush to a carburetor all day. So see you on this view. Alright, so I'm at a point where it's pretty presentable. It's going to have some stain to it. It is what it is. In here, you've got right about in this area, you've got two little parts that whenever you pull those out, you can go in, see if they're clogged in or clogged up. And whenever you spray it, you'll know if they're clogged up or not. I'm getting pressure coming out, so that's good. I now know that those holes are clear on that side. I can do the same thing over here. And I've got pressure coming out of there as well. You can see that coming out. Well, I think you can. See all those bubbles? There you go. Yeah, you can definitely see that. So, there's a lot of that left. Now, that clears out my 2 spots there. That shows me that those are clean. I shouldn't have any issues. Now, I am going to spray that. And also, in here. What's up, cat? Oh, that's the dog. Okay. Alright. Now, those are cleaned out. I'm good to go. I'm going to dump this. Because why not? Okay. Now the trash buildup area is clean. That's good. That's what I needed. Now we're going to get into opening up the box of new stuff. Seeing what all comes with it. So, in the meantime, I'm going to move this out of the way. Slide that over. Get the tools and whatnot out. Wipe my work area clean. Now, I'm sure you can hear my kids. Sorry. Alright. So new things we have. We actually have some of those new parts I need to take out of there that I was telling you you can spray through. It's good, however, that I have new ones. What's up, dog? Get off me, you little rat bastard. Little wiener dog fuck. What are you doing out here? Wow, you fit through the fence. Okay, nice to know. Take the trash, put that away for safekeeping for later. Give me 1 second. Gotta get rid of this dog. Alright, sorry. Had to get rid of the dog. I didn't off it or anything, I swear. So, we've got new needle seat parts. Inner spring, that's good. New plunger washer. A second set of needle and seat parts for the other side. Gaskets, as well as all the other fun stuff that goes with it that I haven't seen any of this yet. Open this up because I don't want to keep all this stuff in here until I need it. That's for sure. Obviously, this goes on top for the intake. Now this is to measure your float level. And they do not measure float level in inches, they measure it in, I think it's in 30 seconds. I think it's like 4/16 or something like that of where I need the float level. I will check that before I actually pull that out and show y'all. So, there's a couple of things in here that I have not seen any of this in a very long time. That looks like a distributor gasket, actually. We all know what that goes to. Bent. Lovely. A little filter. Some oddball looking thingy-jigger. And more stuff. Now, because I don't know everything, I'm actually going to kind of look at the instructions. Because, again, I don't know everything. I'm going to put the rest of this back in here. Now, just a heads up, if you do happen to lose your slug and ball, the kit does come with one. So, I did not know that. Nice to know. I'm going to keep that in mind, because I'm probably going to change it out. Oh, sweet God, this is a big book. Oh God, it's not a book, it's actually a, oh my sweet mother of God, it's like opening a pirate ship, man. There's buried treasure. Anyway, this is in Spanish. I don't speak that. Por favor. That's all I know, that and C. I think. I might know more. Okay. So it turns out some of this is strictly in English. Exploded fuel carburetor. Oh my sweet Jesus, there's a whole bunch of this that goes into this. Let's see. So I'm curious, the primary metering jets, or what I was talking about, it was gummed up and I sprayed all that out. So, and number 45 is the fuel bowl baffle plates. That's what I can't get to come out of place. So, like I said, I don't know everything. This is fun. This is learning. Crap. Alright, so I'm going to fold this into the way that I'm going to need it. Where is the instructions? Here we go. Disassembly. Remove cover screws, blah, blah, blah. Remove setup pistons, blah, blah, blah. Rods, springs, and assembly. Rods may be removed from piston by unhooking retainer springs from end of rods. Haha. Remove vacuum piston springs. Remove pin spring. And remove connecting rod. Oh my god, I didn't do any of this. Whoops. So we're going to move some of this, and we're going to get back to the right way of doing things. Sorry. So I'm going to fold this. Again, it's all over the place. And I'm going to start reading what the hell I'm supposed to actually do here. Now, are you the full disassembly? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So we're needing to go back to the top here. Because there's some stuff I skipped. And guys, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip stuff. Like this, I was supposed to take this out. I didn't. How I do so is kind of odd. I need a flathead. Phillips head. Round it off, Phillips head. A bunch of screws. Where's my flathead at? There my flathead pieces. Dang, I ain't got any flatheads all the way out. Shit. Take these. Because I left mine out to get rusty. Because I'm dumb. Pop that out. I'm going to keep this here because I need that. Shut the drawers. Oh. Oh, you're one of those. Okay. I hate when things run around. Because that's really annoying. Because who has time for that? Try this. We'll just try the big boy. But this is also what you get when you deal with old stuff that has probably been... Damn! You really wandered around. That's not good. Because I need to get you out of there. Put you on your side. There we go. Just need a little bit of a manhandle. I need to remember where that goes. I'll set that on here. Take that off. Once you are out, you go here. Take my plunger out. My S-link comes off. Plunger comes out. This plunger is seeing way better days. This thing is garbage. That is a lot of what my issue was. So, it's fine. We will deal with that. Now, let's go ahead and get these bad boys out of there. I need a smaller version of you. Smallest version, that is. A T10. I hope. Because if it's any smaller, I ain't taking the metering rods out. Anybody else do this randomly? Just have these rusted, like, extra things just sitting everywhere. Chill out with the shotgun over there, bruh. Oh, yep, you don't fit. Let's go back to the T20. See if that's just me being dumb. And drop it through. You know, you're a magnet. You're supposed to fit. Oh, bruh, this is boo-boo. Hold up. I don't think I have the one for this. Yeah, that could be a problem. That could seriously be a problem. Yay. Okay, be right back. I have an option. Alright, this here is my inside set. Oh, Lindsay's inside set. She'll kill me if I don't bring this back. But I think I have the bit for this on this. I'm about to find out. Haha, I do. And she has the ratcheting bit. So I'm going to make sure I put all her stuff back in place, because while I don't take care of my stuff, I do respect hers. So she'll kill me if I don't. So back, set that out the way. Let's take these metering rods out. Now, you don't have to take the screw all the way out. You just need a little bit. That'll take your whole metering rod assembly out. And you can leave that there. And once you've got enough just to push down and pull out, you're fine. Second metering rod assembly out. Okay. Now, good news is all that looks really good, really clean. Everything here is functional and clean. Let's get this gasket off of here as well. You can already tell this thing's been on here for a hot minute. Ooh, yeah, this thing is garbage. Just falling apart all over the place. Well, always one piece left. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get that for the trash. Wind is blowing, not good. So I don't need this to go missing, so I know what the hell I'm working on. Okay. Alright, also, gotta get the float bowls out. Now these are easy. They have a little rod that just slides right out. These are filthy. You could tell those have been sitting in some nasty gas for a long time. Now, I'm going to put that back in there because my luck. No, wait, I can't. Never mind. Going to take this out as well. Float. We'll stay here with the float. Screw you, wind. Screw you. Okay. That's all. Put something heavy on that. Heavier. Hello, wrench. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Other float out. Very easy to do. Very simple. Keep your rod for your floats with you, though. If you lose that, you're probably not getting them back in. And also, I don't know if it's important to keep which side goes to what, but I try to. This thing is disgusting. Yeah, I can definitely tell there's some old gas sitting in here. It's not perfect, but it's not gonna be. Alright, next thing we need to do. Well, what's that? Flip it over. Take your seats, or your needle part out. Take those, set those off to the side. We got new ones for that. And also, in our kit, comes with new ones of these. So, you'll need a really, really good flathead. I don't know what I did with mine. Go figure. I literally just double checked in front of me. Now, here's my dilemma. I don't have one. So, I get to attempt to turn them out by putting one end in, dropping it because when they're rusty, the magnet doesn't work worth its shit in these. Twist. And not work. So, new problem, new dilemma. How am I going to get these out? Could do the old-fashioned, get something flat like a knife and turn it. Do I have anything like that? That's the question. Why can't I ever just have the right tools for the right job? You'd think by now I would, but no. Dumb. I don't have any of that. You know what? If it works, is it really stupid? So, I need a wrench that'll fit like this. I don't think that's going to work either. My thought process would work if this was flat. It's not. So, no, I could just put a penny in there and then twist it. It might actually work. Might have to try that idea. You know what? I don't think that's going to fit. I just don't think that's going to work at all. We're back. I'm going to try the penny idea. Alright. Bought a penny and a dime. Okay. Now, if I'm right, I should we'll get this really tight. Hold it down. And probably not work. Gotta love it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't have a screwdriver big enough to fit that. That sucks. Okay. I can figure something out here. Might just have to reuse these. Make sure that I can squirt through them and whatnot. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can. I just realized that gasket goes in there. Shit. Gotta get them out. Okay. There we go, got one. Let's go ahead and get this one loose too. Got it. Sweet, so just put it in an angle and you can get it. Alright, back to what we're doing. Pull the seat back up, sit down, because now you can calm down a little bit. You haven't hit a roadblock anymore. Boop. Yeah. See, there's filters on these I did not realize needed to be changed. And this one's kind of clogged up. Let's see how bad this one is. Because this is the one that the fuel comes in at. So even though you have a fuel filter, you're still getting trash into your carburetor. This one. Oh, yeah. That one's seen way better days. This thing's junked up. Alright. So that, to my knowledge, is the whole top end ended and good to be redone. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on that. one at a time here. I'm going to go ahead and break these open. Now, as I take my parts out, I will put the other parts in so that I don't lose track of what I'm doing. And I don't accidentally put an old part in. So, you can go in there, make sure you are all the right. Yep, you are good. Take my metering rod, or metering spring, needle, whatever it's called. And filter, where's that filter? I already put that in there? No, I haven't. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. And the gasket's attached, so I should have 4 things out and 4 things in. And just so I don't mess up, I'm going to put this in the drawer as I delete parts that I don't need anymore. Take your gasket, twist it on. Now this is a crush style gasket, so those will go in accordingly. Take your filter, plug your filter in here. Now, I don't recall, did the filter go in long ways or the other way? Actually, looks like the filter went in. My God, this one was stuck in the thing. It wasn't supposed to go in here. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, so I put it in backwards. Oh, wow, hold on. Somebody put that in backwards. That was a big... That's not good. So, it goes in here. I'm assuming. Oh, yep, because the back end goes into that. Look, guys, I am not a professional by no means. Go ahead and get that in. Take your flathead. Let's get it started correctly. I don't think anybody here wants to try to re-thread anything on this. Now, my main dilemma here is making sure these are tight and good. So, if you're like me and you don't have the right tool for the right job, but you have a dime, push it, take just the end, push down, and twist. Tight. That's not coming out. Now, this, leave to your side, you're going to need to put that in when you put that back. Let's go ahead and get the other one out. Let's do the other side. Again, there should be 4 pieces in here. The filter's right there. It was in the piece. Take my flathead, open the bag. That I did not do very well. Yeah. They really don't want you to get in these bags. Okay. And again, as I take out, I will put the old pieces back in. So, in this case, I've taken those out. What did I do with the old ones? What did I do with the old ones? Oh. 1, 2, 3, and old metering rod. Or, not metering rod, but the needle. Cool. So, those are going in the drawer. All the old ones are in or out. New ones are in. Once again, take your crush washer. Thread it onto your deal. Because they want these really, really tight for some odd reason. And then your filter on here, just like that. Thread that thing in. Send that bad boy home. Because that's what we do here. Send the bad boy home. And you can take your dime and twist this thing on. Because why not? Now, once again, hold your dime in place. Get her snug. Come it back to your other one, just make sure, because this should be the last time you got to touch this part. You don't want to keep doing things that you don't have to keep redoing or keep doing. Make sure you're snug. Hey, that's still spendable. Alright. That's your top end part done. Next part we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get everything cleaned up for our deals here. These are going to get replaced. Now you have a tiny, I believe these are being replaced. Don't let me lie to you. Hold on. I think I saw that part in here. If not, I will just clean them up really well and put them back. See? And this is why I check things, because I was wrong. Alright. So these need to be cleaned up really well. The springs did not come with a replacement. I'm going to move those gaskets here just so I can see. Yeah, there's not replacements for that. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up if it needs it. Honestly, these are really, really clean. Now what I am going to do is leave that be for a moment. And I'm going to look at everything, make sure it's all good. Now, you have very small blockages in your nozzles that you can see through if you put them by a light, and you want to make sure you can see through these, because if you can't, well, if you can't see through them, which one of these you're not going to be able to see through anyway, but if you can't see through them, you need to get them cleaned out. Now the problem is you need something thin to do that. That's going to be the one issue. Also, take your gaskets off of everything. Don't forget that. Alright. So, that's a new problem. You can just do what I'm about to do. Yeah. But, it goes through. That's good. Yeah, whole taste of gas. That tastes horrible. Tangy. Don't recommend. 10 out of 10. Again, make sure you can see through it. Good to go, good to go. Alright. Nobody make any blowing jokes, please. If. Yeah. Now that one, I dropped a bolt. Great. Can't be losing those. Shit. One moment. There it is. Ugh. Tasting gas. My God. So, just because I'm trying to focus, I'm going to turn that off. Alright. That goes back in place. Don't want to lose that again. Now, see through that. I'm not getting any filter or blow through this one. So that's not good. We need that one to go. Now, you want something to be able to go through here. Probably like a grill bristle or something. Something thin, something tiny. That I don't have, but I maybe have like a little half and a half. It doesn't seem to be stuck that far. Before I put WD-40 in my mouth, knowing good and dang well it's WD-40. Wipe that off. Alright, got that one. Hopefully that's the last time I gotta do that. It tastes like asshole. Not the good kind. Anyway, now that we're done with the awkward stuff, back to what I was doing. Putting everything back in here. So we're going to go ahead and, my metering rods are clean enough. These don't have to be like super clean. But I don't want any of that excess gas on them blocking it up or falling in there and blocking anything. So I am going to clean these up just a tad. That's good. Wipe them down. See, that's clean. I like that. Don't lose your spring like I almost just did. You only have one of these. So, take metering rod, spring. Now the spring will fall in there. That's okay. Now you really want to do this afterwards so that you can make sure it does freely. So now that I've thought about that, I'm going to go ahead and take that back out along with said spring. Come on, spring. Again, I'm trying to do this the right way, and I haven't done this in forever, so y'all please take in consideration that I am a ding-dong. So, I will say the top end is rebuilt besides the gasket. We are good. Everything's there. Things are really cleaned. I'm going to get this one piece of gasket off, so I don't have an issue. Yeah, of course it's being a pain. Okay, so the top is good. Top is ready to go. I'll move that over here out the way. We're going to get back to the bottom. And now we're going to go ahead and take out our idle mixture screws. Which mine are loose enough to where I can just take these out by hand. Now please don't lose any of this. You're going to need this when you take these out. You lose any of this, well, you're going to have to order that kit. And I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to order that kit. Because I'm pretty sure it's more expensive than the 50-something kit I got at AutoZone. It's like 55 and some change. But you know what? I think it's going to have everything I need to it. Alright, that's hand loose. Take that out. We're just going to spray through all these holes too, by the way. Good news is, these rods are really clean. I can already still see through the holes. I generally think a lot of my issue was that filter was super clogged, and all that junk that's in there wasn't helping. So, definitely couldn't be a good combination. Okay. See, like I said, it's a lot cleaner in there. I will wipe out some of that other stuff before fully finishing this up, but it is what it is. Not all of it's going to be perfect. I wonder. I have an idea. Hold on. It's probably a really dumb idea, but I'm trying it. Please fit. Oh, please fit. Come on. Oh, I thought it was going to fit. That would have been fun. But in the meantime, never mind. It was a dumb idea that wasn't going to work. Would have been cool, though. So, anyway. New thing. I got to get this spring out of the bottom. I'm not sure why it won't come out. So, we're going to try to get that bad boy out now. Oh, there it went. It was just me being an idiot. And holy shit, that thing is filthy. My kids are being annoying. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry, kids. You know. Okay. shit, where was I? Oh yeah, spring, yeah, forgot about that. Now, the only thing I need to remember, which is, some of this stuff is extra. I'm not seeing it on mine, which is odd. Huh. In fact, I'm realizing I don't have some of this stuff at all. Okay, so what I'm assuming, I need to look at these pictures more, see what everything is. So I should have, I don't even know where the heck these are. Oh, never mind. Because I'm not rebuilding the other thing. I'm not doing anything with the electric choke. That's what some of this is. So that's good to know. The rest of this is just the extra pins and whatnot. Now what I'm noticing, now that I've pulled this out, some of these pins are brand new. And I'm wondering what they went to. Now, I do have this one cap that I'm not sure. Because I don't have a cap on any of my stuff unless it's this, is it that? Could be that. That looks like something it could be. ED14, let's see what that is. $43 is primary metering jets. Oh, whoop, never mind. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's look at the top here and see if I'm missing anything. Gotta love it. Learn as I go. Not gonna lie, don't know what any of that's for. So, I'll figure out how this works. I don't think this is anything I need. It looks to be like a little plug for something. And I'm wanting to say it's for this here. Which I'm not taking out. I'm not doing anything with that. So, not anything I care about. Okay, I just poured that everywhere. Wipe that up. That's good enough. Alright. Got a couple of extra things on here that aren't really that important. Like linkages and some different stuff on here. Let's go ahead and get this thing put back together. So, to do so, we're going to need to take the plunger off. So I need a plunger. Another plunger rod. And a new spring. Why are you being such a pain to come off? Alrighty. So that's off. Put the new plunger on. Making sure not to rip nothing. That way we got good connection. Take my new spring, because the old spring's garbage. New cleaned out spot. Take this. Oh yeah. That's way better. Okay. What was I doing? Shit. Okay, so I get sidetracked, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to leave the plunger off, and I kind of jumped ahead. Okay. One thing we're going to do, spray through this. Good news is this crap is pretty good at going through and pretty good at clearing out any obstructions in those passages. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our gaskets on for this stuff here. Now, these matter where you put them. Sort of. They're not going to line up perfectly with your bolts, like so. Some of them might, honestly, and then some of them don't. In like this case, they don't. So you want to put them on before, that way you don't have to worry about anything. Everything will be alright. So, and then you can drop that bad boy in there. Take this. Oop, wrong one. Let's see. Well, I never fully tighten down one side until the other side is sort of there. So, not to get anything uneven. That's just me. You don't have to do that. Again, that's just me. No, you stay down. Now, these don't need to be overly tight. These just need to be snug. You don't want to overly tighten them and cause issues. Again, I'm going to take a spray. That comes out. That's good. That sounds being a turd inside. Alright. That looks good as well. Second, we're going to get that gasket on as well. Let's find it in here. Now it looks like they gave me a couple of them. Not sure why. I could be. Oh, no, I was wrong. I was wrong. Don't believe me. The other two are for the back, for the secondaries. Okay, once again, flip her on her side. The gasket can only fit one way. That extra piece, the little metering rod spot, you can see that little notch on the top there, above or right below that first circle. That goes like so. And this just drops into place. Alright. And again, a little at a time as to not, in my thought process, not pinch the gasket in a bind or in a weird little hump in the middle. It should just fit snug because it's not being forced down all at once. And then just a little turn. And a little turn. And one more for added measure, because that one was a little looser. Okay. Second part. We have already cleaned out the back. We're going to go ahead and get our second piece. Now, before I do that, I haven't blown these out yet, so I need to go ahead and do that. I'm not looking forward to blowing into a thing again, but whatever. Yeah. Well, the secondaries were clear as hell. Probably because they never got used. The gaskets on this one are honestly like still new feeling. So maybe somebody took and redid the top end on this. I have no idea. But we're still not leaving it like that. Here we go. Again, run your bolts through the top. And let's place those where they go. Now remember, these can only go on one side. And I think I might have put these on the wrong, this gasket on the wrong way. Oops. Let me grab the other one. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay. Now, this little notch has to go on the outside, otherwise it hits the housing. Put that in place. And my favorite wording of just a little bit at a time, as to not put the gasket or anything in a bind. That one just almost to where it's at the base. Snug, snug, and re-snug. Same concept, we're going to do the other side now. Again, noting to remember to take your old gasket off. Don't be that guy that double gaskets. Seals can bust. In fact, this one is in the middle there, it's cracked. Probably been pouring fuel when it was running. I don't know, I could be wrong. I could be just a ding dong that doesn't know what he's saying and I'm just doing something. So, again, put your gasket to where it will go. Before I put this on there, hold up. Glad I caught that. This one's not one to blow through. Take the bolts off. Yeah, that one won't blow through. So, that could be the issue I had with the secondaries when I was trying to drive this truck, when I was using this carburetor. Could very well be that. That's pouring through now. Just need a little bit of pressure to go through it. Alright. That's good. That's real good. Now we got flow. That's good. But I hate to put that on without getting flow through it. Now if you spray WD-40 on this, just get the base clean beforehand. I know y'all can't see a thing I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm not the best at this. Again, I will get better. But at least we're doing stuff that y'all can see. Sort of. Alright, back to the bolts. Get those in place. And get my gasket. And get in place. I put the gasket upside down. Alright, let's get that one in. Now we know the bottom, everything on the bottom is fully filtered through. There is pressure that can go through all of it. That's good. That's really, really good, actually. Now we ain't got to worry about junk or anything building up in there. Now normally you would want your carburetor to sit in a bucket of like carb cleaner stuff before putting it back together. Once again, y'all know I'm not doing everything that way. I don't do anything that way actually. So put that back together. Now I got to worry about the floats. The floats are supposed to be set to a certain setting. Now, I'm going to read that setting because I don't know everything about it, and also I need to do this part here before I forget. I'm sorry, I keep stepping over steps because I forget things until I see them. I'm like, oh no, I gotta do that too. Okay. Come on out of there. Need you. Alright, so we got our little ball. And I'm not sure how that one goes in place. Whoops. The ball goes first. Good to know. I think. Does it go first? Seems very odd that that would fit like that. Maybe I'm missing something. That's how that works. Also, I'll need to go through and spray all this out too. Make sure these are good. These are a little tough too. So we're going to take the screws off real quick. Come on. Come on out of there. Jesus. Take this over here. Now, I'm going to do something I don't usually do. Just going to put it on the table and spray. Okay, no I'm not, because I can't see. It's dark. See, these are clogged too. Can't have that. Probably why I wasn't getting good throttle response or nothing. These things are boo-boo. I'd really like a very high-pressured can of brake clean for this, but it's fine. Get that all on my chin here. Smart move. Yep, that side's clogged. Ugh. Now, what you can do here in these situations is get a little rod of like a copper wire or something. Something thin, a grill bristle that will go through that and just make it open up. Or compressed air would work. Unfortunately, my compressor is garbage. So, I happen to have old wire from that door I was working on. Let's see if I can't strip a little of it out and get what I need. Oh, God. 40 tastes like gas. I don't know what it is, but for some odd reason, I never have the right tools for anything here lately. So, I just kind of gotta work with what I got. And what I have is very cheap crap. I don't even know where any of my pliers are. That's what I need. There we go. Now, just strip you out some wire if you got some laying around. Twist a couple of strands of it together. And you will be golden. Should have done this beforehand. Run them through. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere with this. Yeah, that one is still clogged. Okay. So, we're going to bend this out, get a couple more strands in there. I need to get this like really thick. Oh, wait, hold on. It said, hold on, don't stab me again. I don't want to do that. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay. We now have everything fully breathable. Ugh. WD-40 don't taste good, guys. So don't let anybody ever tell you that it does. Does not make a good soft drink. Okay. Back to this. Grab your gasket for it. Wherever I put mine, there it is. So, your ball, your slug, and now this, your gasket. Make sure you put it in the right spot. Now in my case, I was dumb and I need to go that way. Let me make sure I am putting this together the correct way as well. I'd hate to do this wrong. 38, 37, that, and that. Yep, cool. We are good. So, that goes here. Goes in the dill. And then these two go in place. And before I'm dumb and do exactly what I'm talking about, I'm going to go ahead and get these in. And then get the gasket in place. As well as not let that blow away. This wind's picking up again. There we go. Those are good. Now I do my oh no, did I guys, I messed up. These were supposed to go in first. Crap. Some of y'all are probably sitting there, this guy's an idiot. And y'all will be right. But you're still watching. Because you want to see if I would screw up, and you were right. I did. That's disappointing. I was really happy with myself for a while there. That's upsetting. Good news is, gaskets are fine. These aren't like, and bolts aren't torque to eel bolts, because that would have really sucked if I'd have done that. Zip. Take this, I believe. Nope, not the way. There we go. Gotta make sure everything spins freely. Take the new gasket back. Get it back in place because it's where it wants to be. It don't want to go anywhere else. That's good. Take this one, do the same thing. Go ahead and get those in line. Hold on, I think I might have. Are these supposed to go that way? Yes, yes they were. Cool, I did right. That would have sucked. You know, if I done that wrong. Alright, now plunger in before we forget anything else. Yay. That's out of the way. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Am I forgetting something? Yeah, I'm not forgetting anything. Because you know what you're doing, right? Totally. Just kidding. Totally was forgetting something. These go on here. So this, your needle, now goes back in place. Now we're done with the bottom. We need to do the top part before we can put it all together. To me. Now, this is a very delicate part. You gotta make sure you do this right. If you don't, your floats aren't gonna sit right. Now for one, don't lose your rod like I almost just did. I say that a lot here lately. Clean off your floats. Not that it absolutely dire that you do, but I will say this. This one in case is fine. This one really wasn't bad. But I just like things to be clean. This one, however, along with its rod, that thing is filthy. You can see the crust on it. And you can just see it falling off as I go. So, take that. Let's get all that junk and goodness off of there. Alright, wipe off the counter, bring this part here. Now, you need this to sit a certain way when they're sitting in there. They have to be in there at a certain height and a certain depth. Now, you're going to need to go ahead and get your gasket on here as well, because you've got to measure it with the gasket on. If you do not, well, there's a high chance you're not doing it right. So, pretty sure that's for that. I could be wrong. We'll find out later. I'm probably wrong. Okay. So again, measure this with the gasket on. Now mine is kind of bent up from the case, so I'm going to put it on this way so that everything sits up. Doesn't matter which side you put it on, it's fine. Everything has symmetrical stuff, so you're good. Alright, so with each one of your floats here, go ahead and get your rod in. You need to measure it and make sure it is at, I want to say it's, you know what, I'm going to look. I'm not going to tell y'all anything wrong because I don't want to be wrong. So we're going to get this on. Then we're going to measure it. Get on there, dang it. Okay. So, we're almost done, I swear. Let's see. When setting it up, where are we going? That is in Spanish. I need American. Where's the American? Let's just do reassembly. Here we go. That's what we needed. To adjust the plate. Now, with bowl cover inverted, bowl cover gasket in place, and weight of float seating needle, there should be 7/16, 1 and 11 centimeters between the top of each float bowl and cover and gaskets. You can use a 7/16 drill bit for this, but we're going to use this because that's what I got. Now, with gasket sitting flat, again, this says it needs to be 7/16 or 1 and 11 centimeters. Whatever the fuck that means. I'm not good at this. So, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to lie to you. Bowl cover held in upright position. Just stop tab on float brackets to obtain 5/16, 2 and 38. What the hell is 2 and 38? There ain't a 38 on this bitch. Oh shit, I dropped the thing because I don't know what I'm doing. No, I probably seen my butt crack. Sorry. Alright, so both of these do not sit at the same level. That's not good. That's part of the issue I was having. Those are millimeters. This is in 1 and 30 seconds. So I wasn't good at math, so I'm going to pause you guys, and I'm going to come back, because, let's be real here, I'm going to look this shit up. Alright, so I looked it up. Actually, mine are all in where they need to be. But, for example, you need to be at, let's see, right at 14 on this first notch. So you'll go through here all the way till you get, sorry, this is not setting up really well. It's not going to focus on that, I'm sorry. Anyway, you need to get that to the 14 spot with the gasket all the way down. You check and make sure that everything is precise. Now that is for your fill level. For your drop level, you want it to be sitting a gasket full right at the 16. Now mine is perfect. That's exactly where it needs to be. I'm not changing that. We're good. We're golden. That's fine. So that wasn't the issue with this carburetor. We're almost done. I'm going to bring the top back over. Move everything out of the way. Anyway, now we're going to look it over, make sure there's nothing else I needed to do. Yep, we're good. Now we're going to take this, drop her in place. Let's go ahead and get that plunger through there. That part is in. Let's see, I've got everything else here. We're going to go ahead and get the top bolts in. I'm going to go ahead and just set these in place. Can't help but feel like I've forgotten something, but I probably haven't, and I'm probably just overthinking it. Make sure I've got the right ones. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm popping this bad boy back in here. Now, I'm not going to hit it with full power. I'm just going to snug them up. Not even all the way in. Mostly because I don't like to impact anything on. Now, granted, this is just a drill. I don't think it would do anything. But I don't want to find out. Take that back out, and we'll put it into this bad boy again. Take that out. Snug. Yeah, you don't have to cross hatch it like I do. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing this out of habit from working at tire shops. But, where was I? Oh, that one. I just like to do it because it's a peace of mind thing. Which one did I skip? That was it. Okay, now I'm going to go back in, make sure they're all tight. Alright, that's that part. Okay, next thing we need to do is put our metering rods back in. Now remember, clean off your metering rods before you do it. Mine were cleaned already. Don't throw your spring like I just did. Move the plate out of the way. Get the metering rod in place. Let your spring fall into place. It's not going to go anywhere that it's not supposed to. Make sure that moves back freely. If it does not jump freely, you're doing it wrong. So, make sure it moves freely. And then you can take that, take the bit that goes with it. Again, this does not need to be super tight, so you can actually take that and just screwdriver it in. That's not the right bit. That is. Whoops. That is not the right bit either. One of these days I will get the right stuff. Oh. Take your other one. Again, make sure it's clean. Drop it in place with the spring attached. Rod first. Drop that bad boy in there. Wiggle it around a little bit until you get it to move freely. Give it a second. Why are you not moving? There we go. And again, get it to move freely. And lock that bad boy in place too. Now from here on, you only have a few more key things to put in place. 1, paper so it doesn't blow away. 2, a heater because I'm freezing my ass off. Okay, we have our S connectors as well as our pump shot rod that go back in place. So, first things first, run your S connector first through your plunger. Do that. And then, before you place it in, run this piece here through so that you're good. And it goes into right where you need to be. Next thing you do, take your metering rod, run this through your part, and then into whichever one of these you need it to go into. Now, personally, I'm running it into the middle because I want a good tuning spot. I don't want to jump from trying to go from a very, very mild setup to a hardcore setup, if you know what I'm saying. That's just me. How did I have this in here? Tell you what, let's get this bad boy in first. Can't come out. We're good there. Metering rod. Make sure you put the end with the indentation through the top. That way you get the right piece in there. That way you can take your pin and pop that bad boy in there. Now that's locked in place. Second, we have another pin I'm forgetting about. I took something else off of here. I don't remember where all that went. Shit. Huh. Whoops. Oh, that's right. Metering pins up here. So reconnect for your choke plate. Almost forgot that part. I got one pin left. I'm not exactly sure where it went, but I'm sure with enough persistence and a little bit of backtracking through my video, I will figure out where it went. Another thing about persistence, this thing's a pain to get back in. Come on, you piece of shit. One for the fact that I need the choke plate, I wouldn't put you on. Ah, there we go. Apparently they're not that hard to put on. I'm just a ding-dong. Okay, I'm missing one pin somewhere, and I'm not exactly sure what it is I took that thing off of. So, I will either one of two things. Figure it out the hard way. I wasn't needing it. I feel like it was important though. So I'm gonna look. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm a dingus. I figured it out. This little rod right here. So this rod goes to right back here. And if I can get that in the hole. And then that last pin I had, which I'm going to replace it with a new one because that one's kind of old and janky. That pin goes right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in. Of course I can't see from that angle, so I'm going to do it where I can see. Which is still kind of a pain to see. Maybe now I know why people didn't use that one, because it's kind of janky. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to double up, because this is really, really loose. That black one is way tighter. Now, that's tight. Last couple things you need to do, these two, metering screws. So take these, place them back in. Now, when you put them in, take them all the way to the bottom, and then screw them out 1.5 turn for your base set. And that should be, that's tight. That's tight. So 1 turn, which will be 1.5. Alright, guys, that's it. That's how you do it. That is a basic rebuild on an Edlebrock carburetor for any basic Edlebrock square bore carb. So, everything opens, everything's still functional. If I don't drop it, it did come with some new stuff here. I am going to go ahead and get rid of this screw because I have a new one. Fancy, correct piece to have on here for that. Just in case, because I never get rid of stuff. Keep it. Guys, if you like what you see, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, let me know. I just realized I got this beanie at a Secret Santa thing. Pretty sure it's a woman's beanie. Bitch is cool though, so I'm warm. Odd. See y'all in the next one. Subscribe, comment, share, send it to a friend. If you see anything that I should have done different, let me know. And I will see y'all in the next one.